Because I'm going to tell you something. When somebody offends you, it's easy to take offense and then to carry it. It's hard to go to the person who offended you in the right spirit and then show them their offense. That means that you're going to get down and you're going to begin to share with them how what they did and how what they said affected you. Not accusing them of offense. You offended me, brother. You owe me an apology. Well, how did I offend you? Well, when you said this is how it affected me. Now, the compassion that you would have is you have to believe that it wasn't intentional to begin with. But because we've been so marred and scarred and abused and mistreated and rejected, we assume that when people does something to us, they know what they did. Well, have you gone to, oh, they know what they did. Well, how do you know? I know they know. No, how do you know they know what they did? How do you know? You've analyzed the situation in your warped, hurt, emotional state, which now establishes a arena for you to build a defense for not doing what the Almighty said do. And that is go to them and show them their fault. Now, if you are able to show them, a believer would say, you know what? I am sorry. That was not the intent. That was not what I was trying to do. But intent or not, the fact that my action caused you pain, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And that comes from a genuine heart. You deny that person the opportunity to get things right with you when you refuse to operate in the process the Almighty has laid out, which is why there's just way too much hurt people and offended people in the so-called church, synagogue, assembly. Now, this is not a message to try to beat you up, but it's a message to say, hey, I need to get things right. First of all, I need to get things right with him. Because, see, one of the reasons why we have a problem with prayer, I remember so vividly when Father told me to do something I didn't want to do and didn't do it. Now, all of a sudden, the relationship that I had, it's like I couldn't wait to get into his presence. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, that last conversation we had, I'm not all that excited. But yet, it's my obligation to pray. I'm obligated to pray. Why? Because I'm a believer. If I'm a believer, I'm going to pray. So I go in there and I pray, and it's like, you know how you do? You pray, and then you leave. Whereas before you used to commune, you used to talk, listen, and let him correct you and chastise you and instruct you. But now you go in there, do your obligation. It's almost like going to the bathroom. You wonder, why ain't he talking to me? Well, I found out, for me personally, the reason why he ain't talking is because he ain't into vain repetition. What do you mean, Pastor? Well, he told me to do something and I didn't do it. So how many times do I have to hear him tell me to do something and I refuse to do it, as if he's going to, okay, well, let's just change the subject and go talk about something else? That's not how he works. At least, let me say, that's not how he has worked with me. But I remember when obeying him, then all of a sudden, the prayer communication became open. So I found the times when he is not talking to me is when I have not done what he has instructed me or asked me to do.